What's your favorite scary movie?
Hey everybody, this is the Halloween edition of the Plastic Spoon. Today we'll be making some delicious deep fried candy bars because once you go trick-or-treating you get all those little fun-sized delicious treats. I'm going to give you guys some options of what to do with them instead of just scarfing them down like savages. So stick around and check out my recipe for deep fried candy bars on the Plastic Spoon here on Gonzo Geek. Alright, so deep fried candy bars. What you're going to need to do is you're going to need to get a giant bowl, and then as far as your ingredients for the batter are concerned, what you're going to need is you're going to need 1.5 cups of flour, you're going to need a cup of milk, you're going to need 1 whole egg, and you're going to need a pinch, just a pinch of salt. And then you're going to need, well, you know, candy bars. That's the most important part. For what I'm doing, I have a Snickers bar, I have a Three Musketeers, and I have my personal favorite, a Milky Way. And what I did is I put those into the freezer, and that's the most important step of this entire process. You have to freeze the chocolate beforehand, before you dip it in the batter, before you dip it in the oil, because if you don't, if it's lukewarm, if it's room temperature, and you dip it into the batter, it's going to explode and melt everywhere. You don't want that. You want it to get a nice crust, because the candy bar is already cooked. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't need to cook in the oil. The only thing you have to worry about is the batter cooking, which the batter we're going to make right now. Okay? Alright, in your large bowl, what you're going to do is you're going to crack your whole egg. And just go ahead and toss that in there right there. And then you're going to pour in your cup of milk right there. And you're going to toss in your pinch of salt right there. And what you're going to do is you're going to whisk that up till the egg and the milk and the salt are combined. Now after that, you're going to slowly mix in your flour. Don't just dump it all in there, because then it'll be just insufferable to deal with. So ever so slightly mix in your flour. And if it's a little too thick, go ahead and add in a little bit more of the milk. Because sometimes when you're working with flour and milk, sometimes your batter can get a little too thick. So if you need to add more into it, add a little more milk. If you've put in too much milk, go ahead and add a little bit more flour to get into a nice consistency. So, you know, like baking is one of those things where you can just kind of add a little bit more, take away a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's too thick, add some more milk. If it's too thin, add a little bit more flour. So right now I'm going to add a little bit more milk to get us to a good consistency. Once you do that, once it gets a good consistency, you're going to go ahead and throw this into the fridge for about 30 minutes to get it to a good, nice and cool thing. This is another one of those things like while we were freezing the candy bars. So I've got the batter chilling, I've got the candy bars chilling, and I've actually put 4 cups of canola oil on a stove in the saucepan. Now what I've decided to do is I've got my candy bars, right? And what I've gone ahead and done with the Snickers and the Three Musketeers is I have cut them into thirds, so that way we get a little bit more of the a little bit more to eat. So here's the Milky Way right here. We're gonna go ahead and cut it into thirds with a super awesome knife. There's 1, and there's 2 and 3. So there's my candy bars. Look at that. It's a wonderful cut. You see that right there? Because it's frozen, everything's stuck in there a little bit more, and because of that, once you cover it in batter, it's going to lock in a little bit more and not just explode everywhere. And we're going to start off with a Milky Way. What you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and dip it into the batter. Make sure it's covered right there, and you're going to drop it into your oil like such. And it's going to start cooking away. Now we have a Milky Way. Milky Way is going to go in. What you're going to do is you're going to wait until things reach a kind of golden brown consistency inside the batter, or inside the oil. And you're going to switch and go ahead and pull them out, toss them onto a plate with a paper towel or a napkin over top of it, so to kind of drain off some of the excess oil. So now we've got a Snicker bar going in to the oil with everything else right there. So we've got one of each going in. You're going to keep rotating these in and out as they cook, and then move on to the next one. I've got dough hands, so I'm going to wash these off and get these out of the oil. Alright, so we've got our 3 in here. They've cooked up really nice. So I'm going to try to pull them out. There's our 1. We don't know what they are because we didn't keep track of them. We're going to go ahead and throw it into our plate with a napkin. There is number 2. Got to get some of the oil off of it by putting it onto the napkin. Number 2. And there is number 3. We'll toss those in there. So we're going to get a rotation of 3 more in here, and then we're going to move on. We're going to finish these things off and eat the out of them. So here are our deep fried candy bar bites. Because I wasn't paying close attention, I don't know which one's which, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab one, we're going to put on a tinier plate. Here we go. We're going to go for this one right here in the middle with the weird tendrils on top. We're going to get that. We're going to do a little bit of powdered sugar. We're going to throw it on into a thing right here, and we're going to just tap it on top of it so we get a little bit of powdered sugar on top of our candy bar right there. And we're just gonna, I'm gonna hate and love myself. Here we go. That's a Snickers, because you can taste, oh my God, look at that. That's disgusting, but wonderful. And the chocolate is all melted together, the caramel and the nougat. And you get a nice crunch from the crust, and also from the peanuts from the Snickers bar. Oh my God, this is wonderful. This is like stupid good. Like, this isn't even fair. If you're an adult and you have children, don't do this. Because if you do this, you'll kill your children. They'll die, and it won't even be fair. And like, you'll have to answer to Secret Service, like not for like family services. Don't do it. Hey, does anybody else want any of these? Anybody in the house? I'll bring in the rest of the roommates and we're gonna try some of these. I don't know what's what.
Man, I was really worried you was gonna forget.
Are we on the television? We're on the TV. We're gonna go ahead and pop some on here. Do a little bit of sprinkle of the powdered sugar. We don't know what's what, so it's all about it's a guessing game. So
I'm gonna try this one. A bunch, all of them.
Yeah. Cameraman? Oh. What do you have?
I think I have Milky Way. It's just goo, but it's a crispy, yummy goo. These are so good. Well done, man. Excellent.
Oh, that is Milky Way.
What are the options?
Either Three Musketeers, Snicker, or Milky Way.
I'm gonna have to say Milky Way.
Nice. Awesome. So here we go. We have our deep fried candy bars. We got my roommates here. And this was oh my God, this is so stupidly unfair good.
They're really horribly unhealthy, but wonderful decision. Right?
Yeah, she was about to die from the majesty of this. But yeah, like I said, go ahead, do some of this. Pop it onto a little tiny plate and cover it in powdered sugar. Make it look nice because, hey, after all, this is the plastic spoon. And if you're going to cook, you might as well make it look good.
Hey Hunter, can we make funnel cake now?
We can totally make funnel cake. Awesome. We're going to go make funnel cake now. But like I said, I'm Hunter. This is the plastic spoon for gonzogeek.com. And if you're going to cook, make it look good. Happy Halloween. Oh my God.